Hello, my name is Applequist, and this is my presentation on climate change and whether it is fact or fiction for Biology 111. There are many models that show a rise in the future as well as analyzing the past data to show a rising trend in global temperatures, such as the bottom left model here, which is the Community Earth System model, which is one of the simulations that strives to provide insight into what climate change may be like in the future. And this is from the organization that ran the simulation. They said, with the explicit goal of enabling assessment of climate change in the presence of internal climate variability. And these graphs and images are to show that climate change is happening and are for. I'm just trying to back the data up to show that climate change is happening. NASA also is involved with climate change and promoting that it is happening. And they say the potential effects of global warming and climate change could be more frequent wildfires, droughts, as well as more frequent and longer tropical storms or hurricanes. And with multiple climate change organizations that support and promote changes to helping improve the climate, it's reaching out to the public more, and there's becoming more awareness to people that believe in climate change and understand that there are effects that could be negative and could lead to harmful things to the earth. Along with people that are believing in climate change and think there needs to be a lot of changes done, there's also the climate change skeptics, which is Berkeley Earth is a organization that made this statement. They said, these days climate change is being blamed for everything from Hurricane Sandy to tornadoes in Missouri. Claims are made that push beyond what science can tell us, attributing cause and effect to individual weather events is fiendishly difficult. And so what they're trying to say is that they're not trying to downplay that global warming is not happening. They in fact say that there are scientific facts about global warming that are not a dispute and that have been known and everybody knows, and those are that human emissions are responsible for the increase in CO2 in the atmosphere, and that the CO2 is a greenhouse gas, and more of it in the atmosphere leads to a warmer planet. So even though they're skeptical of the blames of the Hurricane Sandy and tornadoes in Missouri, they understand that the facts of global warming, but they believe that public exaggeration of global warming and climate change could harm the progress towards helping the Earth to get better and reduce the climate change possibly. Also, our current president right now, Donald Trump, with his Twitter, tweeted this on March 12th of 2019. He said the whole climate crisis is not only fake news, it's fake science. And there is no climate crisis. There's weather and climate all around the world, and in fact, carbon dioxide is the main building block of all life. He said this in a Fox and Friends interview, which is where it came from, and this is his statement. And so, with people coming out publicly like this, world leaders and stuff, there's a lot of publicity out there, and it can either help or harm the cause for climate change. But there's the people for climate change and believe that it's happening and causing a lot of issues, and people such as the Berkeley organization and President Trump who believe that it might not be as much of an issue and that it could be being blown up. So I think climate change is a fact, and that people, you can't deny the facts and data that back up the information. But even though the climate may be changing and the world may be warming, as seen in the previous graphs and data, that there over time Earth has gone through heating and cooling processes, and the data backs that up and shows that also. And in recent times, you can see, this is from NASA, that the warming of the past century of 0.7 degrees Celsius is 8 times faster than the Ice Age recovery warming on average. So it's happening a lot faster, but I think it'd be better for people to come together and agree that we should just take small changes to help to slow down climate change or stop it. But instead of arguing, just figure out a middle ground and understand the effects of climate change to help reduce it or even get the trend going back down and reduce emissions. Thank you.